I want to thank the city of Kenosha for the peace and calm that it has been experiencing over these last few days.
Calm has returned to Kenosha, with 1,500 National Guard troops here to keep the peace, following days of rioting and protesting after the police shooting of Jacob Blake. But the relative quiet won't last for long, as President Donald Trump plans to visit the city tomorrow to bring his law and order message to Kenosha. Both Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers and Kenosha Mayor John Antaramian have asked the president to delay his trip.
The timing on this we felt was not good, and so we did make the request for him to do it at a different time.
The mayor says the community itself needs time to heal.
I think that Kenosha at this present time needs peace and needs to heal and needs people to allow us to do that.
But today, the president spread misinformation about Kenosha on Twitter, writing, quote, "If I didn't insist on having the National Guard activate and go to Kenosha, there would be no Kenosha right now. Also, there would have been great death and injury. I want to thank law enforcement and the National Guard. I will see you Tuesday."
That's a false statement.
The Kenosha County executive was furious at the assertion.
Kenosha's going to be on the comeback. And for someone to say we wouldn't exist but for their action, when I believe it to be false, because I know things too, I just have to tell you what I believe the answer is.
The commander of the National Guard troops in Wisconsin said the process of activation involves state governors, not the president.
The White House rolled in and has talked a lot about sending National Guard members in. And what I want to reemphasize is that the process is actually a governor-to-governor compact.
When asked about the president's false tweet, General Paul Knapp declined to answer.
It wouldn't be appropriate for me to comment on the president's tweets.
Meantime, we're learning more about who may have been responsible for the mayhem in the city last week. Kenosha police say of the 175 arrests made, 102 were not from Kenosha.
There are a lot of outside agitators that tried to scare people.
And again, here's a look at a building completely destroyed during the violent demonstrations last week. Again, the president says he wants to come to Kenosha tomorrow to tour some of the damage and speak with law enforcement officials. Of course, Wisconsin is a battleground state in the presidential election, so many are viewing his visit to Kenosha through that lens. And it is worth noting that in the last presidential election, 2016, Kenosha County was decided by just 238 votes. That was the closest margin in all of Wisconsin.